Creator's Crumbs. Yesterday was Father's Day, and as we discussed on the previous video, part of being a father is provision and protection. It's also part of being a husband, also a part of being a steward of the things that the Father's given us. The Father. There's been a lot of talk about wars, things going on in Iran and all those things. And there's even been talk about cyber attacks and what have you. So my question to you is, are you ready? I'm not going to go into all the prepper things that are covered by a million different channels. But I just want you to be inspired to think about something, specifically the electrical grid. So most people think about, well, I've got a generator, I've got a way to provide power to my house, and so we'll be good. We'll be able to keep our refrigerators running so our food won't spoil, etc., etc. But think about this. If the electrical grid were to go down, you lose the ability to fuel your car because the fuel is underground and pumped out with electrical pumps. You will lose the water to your house if you're not on your own well. But this is specifically more for the people who live in a town or a city. You lose your water. You will lose your sewer because the sewer is also pumped with electrical pumps and sent to your water treatment facilities and such. And so your sewer's going to back up. Pardon me, I'm driving again. So what do you do? What are you going to do? Do you got a plan for how are you going to get fuel in your vehicle to go somewhere? How are you going to get water? How are you going to purify water if you go get water somewhere else? How are you going to dispose of your human waste? How are you going to wash your clothes? All these things are big picture type things that matter. How long is the electrical grid going to go down? Well, we found out from storms and such. I went to work on a disaster relief thing, and some of the storm people that went through an ice storm and lost a bunch of power lines and stuff didn't have power for over a week. Some for over a month. Do you have what you need to get by for more than a month? If power goes down, your stores are not going to open because there won't be any lights or freezers on unless they have backup power. If they have backup power, they also need fuel to power that generator or whatever they have. When are they going to run out of fuel? What's it going to look like when other people run out of food and fuel and water before you do, and you're in a highly populated area? Are they going to come get yours? Are you ready for that? Do you have some sort of a plan for that? I picture somebody in like an apartment, and they've got water stacked up for a month. They've got, a generator or whatever for their power needs for cooking and what have you. And now all of a sudden everybody else is maybe running out, and they come knocking on your door. Well, I'll just lock myself inside, some people will say. Well, that's great. What are you going to do with all your personal refuse, your trash? It's going to pile up and start to rot. Your human refuse, that's going to pile up. What are you going to do? You can't go outside and go dig a hole because the people are out there that are trying to get in. If that's the case, do you have a means to protect yourself for when you do have to go out there? is your place secure enough where nobody could get in if you decided that they shouldn't? Are you on a ground level where people could come through your windows? You know, there's a lot of things to think about, and I'm not trying to be a doomsday person or whatever. I'm trying to get you to think, to plan. What if? Not, it's going to happen tomorrow, but what if? Do you have a plan? Do you have some sort of thought process? Are you physically fit enough to go out and do things and protect yourself? Anyway, these things I bring not because it doesn't say in the Bible necessarily that you need to protect yourself or that you need to prepare for the apocalypse, so to speak. But it does tell you to be wise and to be a good steward. It also tells you to protect and provide your family. I don't think physically fit was an issue back when the Bible was written, because first of all, they didn't have cars. They were walking everywhere or riding an animal. But they were out gathering food. They were out doing the things daily that we don't have to do anymore because we have supermarkets and gas stations. Anyway, I know it's probably a little loud and a little bumpy, but just things to inspire for thought. And we could go deep, deep, deep into this rabbit hole if we really wanted to. Like I said, there's a million channels out there for that. But for those that came here to this one, I just wanted to inspire some thought. And if you have some areas of thought that maybe you don't think anybody else has touched on, let me know in your comments. Give us a subscribe and a like, please. Creators Comes is only about 21 people short of being able to do a live. If I could get 21 people to jump on, that would really help me out as far as getting to the minimum threshold, which is 100 subscribers, to be able to do a live feed. And then we could comment back and forth to each other in live time. Thank you, and we'll see you again.